What is going on, guys? I'm going to let people get in here first. Let's get some people in. Get in the chat. Go ahead, chat it up. Let's go ahead and get people in the chat. Let's chat it up. All right. So I know it's been a while. Been away. Was in Jersey for a little while. Was in there visiting my girlfriend's family and all that. So now back and definitely going to be grinding it out this week. Try to get as much videos out. I already did a week 1 preview for the Carolina Panthers versus the Jets. Was on Jets Media show today. Go check that video out. The video is on my channel, and then you can also go check it out on Jets Media. Go show your support there over there at Jets Media. Richie is a cool guy, so go check it out. He asks me a bunch of questions about the Carolina Panthers and kind of give me his thoughts and stuff about the New York Jets, and he was giving me his thoughts about the Panthers. So yeah, we're gonna do week 1 NFL previews. I'm gonna give you my picks, my predictions, kind of some insight on each game. So I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes, a couple more minutes to get people in here. It looks like we got 4 people in the chat, so make sure you're smashing that like button. And if you like what I put out there, make sure you're smashing that subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure you show your support with that super chat. Definitely helps me out, helps the channel. So any help is greatly appreciated. So just waiting to get this show on the road, waiting for people to get in here. 3 people are watching, 4 people are watching. So let's just go ahead and wait for a little bit. We're going to let some more people get in. Hopefully some people will come and check out, come hang out for a little bit. I'm not going to be on here that long. I'm going to give you my picks and predictions for each game. So it should be a good time. Yep, Sideshow Raleigh, less than 3 days. Brian Thompson. Yeah, keep pounding, brother. All right, so show your support, guys. Like and subscribe. And, yeah, get in that super chat. But other than that, but a couple more minutes, about 2 more minutes here. We've got 6 people watching. Make sure everybody that's tuning in, make sure you're pounding that like button, pounding that subscribe button. 6 people watching. 2 more minutes. We're going to let some more people get in here, and then we'll dive into all these picks and predictions. So go ahead and get in the comment section. Make sure you hit that super chat. It always helps out the channel as well. Sideshow Robbie, 31-17, 2 touchdowns for Robbie Anderson, week 1. So, guys, I'm not going to be talking about the Carolina Panthers actually in this video. I've already done my week 1 preview for them against the Jets. So after this, go check it out. I was on Jets Media today. Jets Media. He's a Jets YouTuber. His name's Richie, and he's on his YouTube channel. It's called Jets Media. So I was on there today. We did about a 30-minute segment. We went live today on his channel, and we were he was asking me questions. I was asking him questions. He was asking me what I thought about the Carolina Panthers, what I expect out of Sam Darnold, what's my expectations for this game, what matchups, and just all kinds of stuff. So go check it out. It's a great 30-minute video. Richie's a cool guy, so go check it out on Jets Media. Also, the video is on my channel too. He sent me the video, so we both got it on our channel, so you can go check it out. I give you my picks, my predictions there with the whole Carolina Panthers versus the Jets, so go check it out. A couple more minutes, and about 1 more minute, and then we'll let people in. We'll go ahead and get started. 7 people watching right now. Make sure you're pounding that like button, pounding that subscribe button. Also, show your support just by getting into that super chat. Anything helps. So, much appreciated. All right. So, get this here. That's pretty centered. All right, perfect. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the week 1, tonight's game, and that is the Dallas Cowboys against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, so we know that Tom Brady played in the NFL kickoff game 4 times in New England, right? And the Pats had a 3-1 record in those games. So that's huge. Now, as I'm looking at the kind of like stats and kind of like looking at the past years, now the Buccaneers have almost the entire quarterback from last year, as we all know, and that the pass rush will keep, I think, Prescott off balance in the first half. Dallas, I think, will rally to make it interesting, and the defending Super Bowl champ typically wins here. So it's a big spread. I still think the Cowboys will keep it close, but I'm taking the Buccaneers here, 31-24. I just think that having that squad come back it's huge. So now the next game we're going to go here. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. All right. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans. So as we all know, Urban Meyer makes his debut in Jacksonville, the number 1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence will get his first start as well. I think Tyrod Taylor will start for Houston, given the uncertainty around the whole Deshaun Watson thing. As grim as the outlook is for the Texans this year, they still swept the Jaguars last season. And I still think they actually get a win here. I got the Texans winning this game. I think it's going to be like a 24-21 kind of game, 21-17 kind of game. So that's who I'm picking. I'm taking the Texans here. I'm going to go 24-21. Now, the Los Angeles Chargers. So that's the next game. Los Angeles Chargers at the Washington football team. The Chargers head coach, Brandon Staley, makes his debut. And then you have Justin Herbert, who is expected to build on last year's rookie season. Speaking of which, Washington's Chase Young, I think, will be disrupting the Chargers offense. So 5 of Washington's 7 wins in the underdog role last season. So I would like to see them steal one here, and I think they will. I got the Washington football team winning this game 27-24. So that's what I'm picking there. Now, the next game we're heading into is the Seattle Seahawks at the Indianapolis Colts. So Seattle Seahawks are the favorites. Now, the Colts, as we all know, have issues at quarterback with Carson Wentz and his foot, who cannot play. Then they have Jacob Eason, who will be making his first NFL start. Now, Seattle allowed just 3.9 yards per carry last season. So whoever is at quarterback will be pressed to match plays with Russell Wilson. The Seahawks start off the season in style, I think, under a new offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron. And I think the Seahawks win this game 30-20. Next game, the Minnesota Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. Interesting matchup here. Now, Mike Zimmer is a former Bengals defensive coordinator, and Minnesota went 3-1 in its last 4 in the AFC North. Now, Joe Burrow is back for the Bengals, and the number 1 pick, Jamar Chase, struggled with drops in the preseason, which he looked awful. The Vikings, I think, need to be better against the run this season, and they will be better in this spot. Burrow will match another former LSU teammate who is Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook, get Minnesota out to a first half lead, and it won't give up. I think Patrick Peterson is going to, I think, make a difference in his Vikings debut. So I'm going to take the Vikings here. I have them winning this game 31-21. Next game, we're going to head to the Arizona Cardinals at the Tennessee Titans. Now, this should be a fun shootout, I think. Now, Tennessee is ranked 4th in the NFL in scoring offense last season, and the Titans added on Julio Jones to that offense that features, already Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and A.J. Brown. Now, Arizona continues to evolve around third-year quarterback Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, and A.J. Green. So it's a back-and-forth game that fantasy owners, I think, will point to as the reason they won in week 1. I'm taking the Titans, though, in this game. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think the Titans pull it out. I think it's going to be 31-28 kind of scoring game. Next game, we've got the 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Now, the 49ers and Detroit Lions are, I think, as we all know, the Lions are heavy underdogs in Dan Campbell's first game as head coach. Jared Goff is familiar with the 49ers, I think, but he has a 3-5 start against them when he was with the Rams. So it will be more difficult, I think, in Detroit. And San Francisco returns most of its playmakers after an injury-riddled season. For now, Jimmy Garoppolo manages this offense. I think the 49ers win this game. I'm picking a 34-17 kind of win for them. I think the 49ers are going to basically beat the brakes off of them. Now, the next game, which is one of the games I'm most intrigued to see, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. Now, as you can see, the Bills are favored. The Steelers are being left, I think, for dead despite an offseason. They've spent revamping that offensive line. First round pick Najee Harris is the answer at running back, and Ben Roethlisberger thrives with that support. And Stephon Diggs torched the Steelers for 10 catches last year for 130 yards in Sunday Night Football victory. So with a healthy defense that returns Devin Bush, and they added Joe Schobert, returns the favor. So the overreaction to week one will follow. I think Blitzburg is back, and I actually think the Steelers are going to pull this win off against the Bills, and I think it's going to be a 27-24. Now, some of y'all might think I'm crazy, but who knows? It's football. At the end of any given day, you can beat anybody. Now, Philadelphia Eagles at the Atlanta Falcons is the next game. Obviously, the Falcons are favored, and it's going to be a battle of first-year head coaches, as in Arthur Smith, and as we know, is Nick Sirianni. I don't even know if I can pronounce his name correctly. So someone has to get their first win, right? Jalen Hurts earned the starting job, and he's looking to live up to this offense that averaged just only 20.9 points per game last season. Matt Ryan lost Julio Jones in the trade, and it's time to unleash rookie tight end Kyle Pitts. This will be an entertaining game in the fourth quarter. It's a coin flip here, and I kind of just threw it up in the air. I'm going to say the Eagles 24, Falcons 23. That's how close it's going to be of a game this is. I honestly think that, that's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm going to check the comments section here. We got 6 people watching. Make sure you're pounding that like button. Show your support in the super chat. If you like what I put out there, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. DeMarcus Peters, Gus Edwards, both tore their ACL today in practice. Yes, I saw that. The Ravens had a terrible practice, and they quit. They stopped their practice early today. Hey, Nick Donahue. Hey, hello. How's your day? Do you think I should start DJ Moore, Tyson Williams, Mike Davis, or Chris Carson? Well, you should definitely start DJ Moore. You should definitely start Mike Davis, and you definitely should start Chris Carson unless you have more people, unless you have other people, Nick. Depends on who is all on your team. I couldn't answer all of that. But unless out of those 4, if you're asking me, depending on your league, if it's PPR, go ahead. I would probably go with Chris Carson, but DJ Moore and Mike Davis I both like this week in week 1. All right, so let's get back to it. That was the Falcons game. I just gave you a little fantasy update there since someone commented asking me. Now let's go to the next game. The next game, the Denver Broncos at the New York Giants. So as you can see, the Broncos are favored. The Broncos have our former quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, at starter, and rookie Javonte Williams will be splitting time, I think, with Melvin Gordon at tailback. Now, Daniel Jones enters a pivotal year as the Giants starter. And it hinges on whether Saquon Barkley or Kenny Golladay can stay healthy in the home opener. The Giants, I think, find a way to win, and it's ugly. So I'm taking the Giants here 24-21 over the Denver Broncos. Some of y'all probably think I might be crazy on that one, but it is what it is. Now, the next game, this is going to be a fun game. I'm really looking forward to this game too. The Cleveland Browns at the Kansas City Chiefs. As we all know and figured, the Kansas City Chiefs would be favored, and it would not be surprised. I would not be surprised though if the Browns win this game, given how they played in last year's AFC divisional playoff game. Baker Mayfield can hit play action throws behind a strong running game that features, as we know, Nick Chubb and former Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt. So the Browns also upgraded their back seven this offseason, as we all know. Is it going to be enough to beat the Chiefs at home is the question. I don't know. I'm going to say probably not, considering Pat Mahomes is 17-4 at home and has never lost to an AFC North opponent, but they'll run this back in the postseason. I think I got the Chiefs winning, and it's going to be a fun game. I got them winning 31-28. All right, next game here. The Green Bay Packers at the New Orleans Saints. All right. Sorry about that. Now, Green Bay Packers at the New Orleans Saints. Now, Hurricane Ida, I think, as we all know, forced this game to move to a neutral site, which is in Jacksonville. Last year, the Packers beat the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Rodgers beat the Saints for the first time in that Superdome last year. And Jameis Winston will have some success, I think, in the short passing game with Alvin Kamara. But can he keep up with Rodgers and an offense that returns all the right pieces? Not without Green Bay turnovers. I don't see it happening. I've got the Green Bay Packers winning here 34-24. So fun game to watch there. Be interesting to see how Jameis does, especially I want to keep up with these teams like the Bucs, the Saints, Atlanta. I want to see how they're doing. Now, the next game here is the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots, and the Patriots are favored. Now, I know Alabama fans will be tuning into this one with the quarterback matchup between Tua and Mac Jones. It's Nick Saban's former NFL team against Saban's mentor in as Bill Belichick. So, for all Alabama ties, look for Dolphins rookie Jalen Waddle to make a splash with a few highlight reel catches. I'm telling you. I like Miami in a tight game here. I'm going to take Miami 23-20 over the New England Patriots. All right, next game here. The Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams fans have the quarterback they want to see, as in Matthew Stafford. I think he has years of experience. He has years of experience against the Bears. I think if Los Angeles can run the ball early, then they will be able to have more than enough for the defense to tee off on Andy Dalton. The Sunday Night Football spotlight will only increase the cat calls for Justin Fields, but the Rams will win this game 27-17. So I think that's obviously a given for that game. And the last but not least, the Baltimore Ravens at the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Raiders will be fired up, I think, to open up in the Allegiant Stadium. And it's a big spot for John Gruden in his fourth year of his second stint. Las Vegas was just 2-6 at home this season. Now, will fans make a difference against Baltimore? Lamar Jackson is 2-1 on Monday Night Football and has 7 touchdowns. No interruptions in those games. He's happy to play a spoiler here too, but The Ravens did lose Marcus Peters to an ACL. They lost Gus Edwards to an ACL. They lost they've lost 3 of their running backs to injuries and Marcus Peters. I was going to pick the Ravens in this game, but I'm going to have to go Raiders here. I'm thinking Raiders 28-24. I think the Raiders, obviously without injuries, that they're just obviously the healthier team. So at the end of the day, I'm thinking the Raiders win it here. If the Baltimore Ravens weren't going through all these injuries right now, I would be saying the Ravens, but I'm going to take the Raiders here 24-28. So, guys, that is my week 1 NFL picks for week 1. So comment, let me know what you think. Guys, go check out the video with Jets Media. I was on there today with my boy Richie. Richie had me on. We were talking about the week 1 preview matchup against the Carolina Panthers. You can go to Jets Media and watch it, or you can go on my channel. It's on there as well. I posted it up today, so go check that out. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and get in that super chat. Show your boys some support. It would mean a lot to me. Other than that, that is my week 1 picks for the NFL. Guys, make sure you pound that like button, pound that subscribe button. And as always, before I leave you, keep pounding.